Yeah, this is a bit crazy right now. There's never a dull moment in this unit, not even when I try to spend a quiet evening relaxing and doing a little cleaning. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. And all hell has broken loose in this unit because there's someone smoking in the bathroom behind this wall. And the Greenville group refused to acknowledge that it's even possible for their sponsored resident psychopath to access the former bathroom that she lived in for 10 years that they've been keeping conveniently vacant and empty for 3 years now. It's completely unrented. It's been completely unrented since 2022. And late at night, I keep reporting there's someone deliberately making their presence known directly against this wall. It's not coming from downstairs. It's not coming from around the corner or from the subway station. It's coming from directly behind this wall because that's a psychopath who likes to stalk and harass people in her spare time, presumably during off hours when no one is around to verify that she is or isn't picking the lock to the former unit that she lived in for 10 years and was officially housed in by the Greenville group for 10 years. Right now, it's excessively hot in here, even though I have the air conditioner going and it is blasting maximum F3. That's as high as you can go. And I have the window open and it's 22 degrees outside right now. Today is Saturday, January 25th, 2025. And as you can see, it is well over 80 degrees in this unit right now. I'm trying to do a little cleaning, sweeping behind the bed, cleaning the sheets. And the psychopath who likes to sit in the bathroom behind this wall for hours at a time smoking marijuana has started getting all jiggy and agitated. As soon as I started getting up and cleaning, I'm trying to fill up this wash tub to rinse washcloths in. As you can see, I have some washcloths right here that I'm trying to rinse out, and the water is gritty, tacky, and sticky and can't really be used for anything because it sticks to everything that you try to rinse off with it. This has been going on for over a week. Irizarry has a history of somehow managing to tamper with the water to this unit and has bragged about how she's putting boogers in my shower water on social media. She did this in writing, so this is not my imagination. This is something that she likes to freely admit to because she's a psychopath, and psychopaths don't think there's anything wrong with their compulsive need to hurt other people or to somehow inflict harm or distress on those that they tend to have a problem with. I have a problem with psychopaths because there's been one living in the bathroom behind this wall for, 11 years now. She continues to access the vacant, unrented, conveniently empty premises that she lived in for 10 years and continues to verifiably be housed in this building, according to what the property manager himself told me in 2022, saying, oh yeah, we moved her out of Unit 78, but she's still in the building. Maybe we'll move her across the street to the 191 Green Street building. That was Mr. Elisayev, the property manager and close personal friend of Jasmine Irizarry, the psychopath, whose criminal abilities he's been praising for years and has continue to praise every time I've brought problems about her behavior to his attention. That is not me imagining a psychopath. That is a property manager bragging about the fact that he's housing one in his building and telling me that she's really talented and can hack into anything. Mr. Elisayev is from Russia. Russians like to use hackers and career criminals to do their dirty work. And apparently in Russia, or wherever Mr. Elisayev is from, he says it's the border of the Ukraine and Russia. Hackers are basically, celebrities. Like, it's great to be a hacker in Russia. And Irizarry, according to Mr. Elisayev, is a very talented hacker who is their surveillance expert. So when I report that she reacts to things that I do in the privacy of this unit that she should have no knowledge of, including the fact that she likes to smack the wall and propagate intense amounts of marijuana from directly behind this wall, and the marijuana is not coming from the hallway. I was just out in the hallway about 10 times in the last 20 minutes, taking out some recycling, shaking things out in the stairwell, and no, I'm not shaking out trash or anything. I'm just smacking out my pillowcases. That's not my imagination. That's Mr. Elisayev, the property manager, bragging about Jasmine Irizarry's criminal abilities and the fact that he thinks that it's perfectly okay for him to house a hacker and to have this hacker harass other tenants and interfere with the functioning of their electronics, not just for a few weeks or a few months, but for years. So right now, Irizarry, who has demonstrated the ability to hack into anything that has a chip, is apparently causing the heat in this unit to skyrocket. And then I've had to open the window and turn on the air conditioning. And this digital thermometer does not lie. So when my digital thermometer that is brand new, I just bought it a couple months ago, that has been calibrated to match the calibration of the one that maintenance has for the Greenville group, they have the same exact one, and we've matched the temperature on both of these, then I have reason to believe that this is accurate. So this is, what is this saying, 83? Yeah, it's a little too hot in here for legality. The Boston City Inspectional Services Department cuts off excessive heat at 80 degrees. So anything past 80 degrees and your landlord is guilty of causing excessive and unhealthy heat in your unit, and that's what's happening right now. So again, I have the window open, it's not doing anything. The air conditioner is going, it's not doing anything. There's marijuana smoke. Irizarry has resumed her use of a directed energy device while I was still lying on my bed maybe 30 minutes ago, relaxing with a TV show on my phone. She likes to use a directed energy device when I do things that she doesn't like, that she has some kind of knowledge of as occurring in this unit, even though there's obviously walls, and I keep my door closed for the most part. She should have no knowledge of what I do in this unit, but when she starts using her directed energy device when I'm lying on my bed, and that is a completely quiet activity that does not have any noise associated with it or should not alert the neighbors to what I am doing on my bed, which is quietly resting and watching a TV show on my phone with the volume down. She should not have knowledge of what I'm doing to the point where she gets all emotionally or mentally triggered and starts using her directed energy device, as she has been doing for years, as I had been reporting that she is doing for years, and as she herself has admitted in writing on social media to doing herself, claiming she's not using the directed energy device that hard. And what am I complaining about? She's not using it that hard. I have screenshots of Irizarry's comments admitting to the use of a directed energy device in this unit. And it always happens when I'm lying on my bed, and that is completely ridiculous because there's absolutely no electronic equipment around my bed except for a simple plug. I don't have a router. I don't have a TV. I don't have a computer. I don't have a laptop. I have one little phone and this digital thermometer that should not be causing any kind of electrocution symptoms. But anybody who's accidentally tasered themselves knows the feeling of a full body electrocution. You've got a current running through you. It's extremely uncomfortable. You literally don't know where to go, what to do to get away from it. And it is not a panic attack. A panic attack, from what I understand, because I've never had one, is shortness of breath. You're having a hard time suddenly breathing. You're feeling claustrophobic or whatever. That is not a directed energy device. A directed energy device starts at the top of your head and goes all the way through your feet. You feel like you're being electrocuted. It is exactly the same thing as being tasered. And I've accidentally tasered myself a few times with my own taser when I was mishandling it and literally had it on my body. Whoops. Yeah, that's exactly what this feels like. So, time to call the Greenville group once again, report that Irizarry is getting all triggered and agitated. The heat in here has gone from maybe 72 degrees earlier this evening to now well over 80 degrees. She's smoking marijuana and making noises in the bathroom of 78 that she likes to sit in for hours. I'm not sure what in the world she could possibly do in there. There's no furniture. There's no creature comforts like towels or washcloths or soft plush bathrobes. I really don't know what that piece of shit does in there, except that she's severely mentally disturbed to the point where she targets people, according to what the Boston police have told me, and her own handlers at the Greenville group have admitted she has issues with other women and targets other women. She also smells really bad, so I can smell her BO through the wall, and it's directly coming from behind that wall. I smell it most strongly when I go into my own bathroom, and no, the BO is not from me. I showered within the last 24 hours, used deodorant, spray my feet down with rubbing alcohol. I do not smell like anything. The BO hits you as soon as you stand at the sink or go into my bathroom. It's somebody with really poor personal hygiene. Oh, wow. Now she just hit me with her directed energy device because I'm saying that she smells. Of course she smells. She sits in the bathroom behind this wall for hours, not because she's showering, but because she's creeping and perving and using electronics to eavesdrop on what I do in the privacy of this unit. That's why Mr. Elisayev, the property manager, has repeatedly referred to Jasmine Irizarry, the psychopath, as his surveillance expert. Two other property managers also referred to her as their surveillance expert. So they're not shy about admitting that they're using a mentally disturbed, severely obsessive psychopath to harass tenants that they don't like and to engage in electronic criminal activity towards the tenants that they don't like. The property managers of this building are Russian. This building is owned by a Russian family called the Karitniks, Boris Karitnik, Victoria Karitnik, Alex Karitnik. And each time I've reported Jasmine Irizarry's criminal activities to the office, meaning I've witnessed her personally picking the lock to my door while I've been inside that door, they've said, oh, we'll contact the owners and tell them about what she's doing. So she's being sponsored by the owners of this building, the Karitnik family, who are from Russia, along with Oleg Elisayev, who is also Russian and is the property manager, who has repeatedly admitted that Jasmine Irizarry is a talented hacker who, as he put it, can get into anything. Oh, she's so talented. She can get into anything. She can take care of anything. Oh, now she's hitting me again with a directed energy device that she herself has admitted to using on social media in writing, claiming she's not using it that hard. Well, it is hard enough for me to be extremely uncomfortable and in pain when I'm lying on my bed trying to rest or relax, and she starts using that directed energy device to electronically assault me because she has a problem with me lying on my bed. That is what prompted me to get up off that bed 25 minutes ago and start cleaning and organizing, but that seems to have triggered Irizarry even more, and now the heat in this unit has skyrocketed for absolutely no reason, and keeping the window open is not doing anything, even though it's 22 degrees outside, and the smoke coming from the bathroom of 78 is a certain sign that there's somebody in that bathroom. And no, the smoke is not coming from the hallway. I've just been in and out of that hallway half a dozen times. There's never any marijuana smoke in the hallway outside of this door because nobody's standing in the hallway smoking right now. See? There's no one in the hallway and I'm not smelling any marijuana. I smell toast, like somebody is toasting bread. No marijuana. So the marijuana is coming from the bathroom of 78, where the psychopath, who is being sponsored by the property manager to do all kinds of nefarious activities in that bathroom. That's probably why they've kept that bathroom unrented for 3 years. That's where the marijuana smell is coming from. And now it's affecting my voice. And I keep reporting that whenever there's smoke coming from the bathroom behind this wall, the smoke immediately affects my voice and makes it raspy and gritty because the smoke gets in your throat. And if you're not a smoker, you're not used to inhaling large amounts of marijuana smoke or cigar smoke. And that causes problems for your health. The property managers are refusing to address the behavioral issues of the multiple sex offenders and mentally disturbed inmates that they're housing in this building because the Department of Mental Health is leasing multiple units from the Greenville group to house their sex offenders. They don't have anywhere to put their sex offenders, apparently, and one of them lives in Unit 88 directly behind that wall right there, and he likes to make repeated violent slamming and banging noises when I try to use the toilet in my bathroom or when I try to take a shower in the privacy of my bathroom. He suddenly becomes violent against that wall and has come to my door and started pounding on that door as I was getting out of my shower because he has some kind of knowledge of what I do in this unit, meaning obviously there are surveillance devices being used, and the Greenville group is providing their multiple sex offenders that they're housing, including Jasmine Irizarry, with video footage of what I do in my bathroom and what I do on my bed. And that's why Irizarry has admitted to using a directed energy device to electronically harass me when I'm lying on my bed because it somehow triggers her sex offender, psychopath mental problems, and she becomes aggressive and disruptive and harmful when I lie on my bed. It doesn't matter if I'm fully clothed, as I almost always am in this unit, and just watching a TV show. I'm not doing anything weird that seems to trigger the sex offender Irizarry, who, according to the Greenville group, is their surveillance expert, meaning she's probably the one managing the surveillance devices that everybody has told me is in my bathroom, including one of their former maintenance managers who told me, oh, I don't have access to the footage, but yes, there's devices in your bathroom, and you would have to talk to Oleg about that. So there you go.